We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng thịnh, bi thứ pháp hội cấp nhật thiết chúng sanh, tịnh chuyên diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã môn, như há liêu sanh thoát từ ly khổ đạc lạc, tất chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Nam mô Sa Đam Thô Sư Chế Đô Ye Ở La Hờ Đi San Miao San Pu Tô Xie. Nam mô Tát Đắc Tha Tu Ya Đa Ya Hà La Đa Đề Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Tọa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million aeons is difficult to encounter. Now that I'm able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom and thus come one's true and actual doctrines. Wu shang sheng sheng wei miao fa bai jian wan jie nan zao yu. 我今见闻得受持，愿解如来真实义。O Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Ching Liang, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns, and all good new advisors of Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨、精良大士、师父、上人各位、出家人各位、善知識弥陀佛. Chư Phật Bồ Tát, kính thưa Thanh Lương Đại sư Thượng Tiên Hóa, quý thầy cô và quý vị thiện sư Thích Ca Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 29th day of June 2025. We're here at Way Mountain Temple to begin our Chanchi, 2-week Chanchi. Thank you all for joining us. We spent the first 2 weeks, the summer cheese, to do the one yin and the 4 cheese. And now we're doing the last 2 weeks in a Chanchi, as by tradition. So this is a very important time for us. And the winter cheese are a lot longer, a little bit longer, but the summer cheese I feel are perfect for most people in that, and that's why we finally installed some AC for you at WMT. You've proven to me that you are tough. That's why I don't hesitate to install the ACs anymore. Still the same old faces who haven't quit yet, despite neglect, old age, all the bad stuff. Okay, so this is a good chance for us to. This is by design. The first 2 weeks of the summer cheese are to help you get into gear. We are a lot more lax. We spend a lot more time socializing and talking and bantering away. But for the Chanchi, let me tell you the spirit of the Chanchi. Chanchi are the times when we select Buddhas. Meaning we look at you and we select who deserved to be taught, to receive investments in becoming Buddhas. So there's a selection process here, as Chinese wisdom has it. Okay? It happened when Master Hsuan was alive. He picked a handful of people, and then he invested in them. After he died, he also died. That process also died. As a result, third generation of Mahayana is non-existent. Okay? And the Dharma only thrives through you. Master Hsuan is dead already. Whatever he taught, he knows. Whatever he knows, whatever he understands, whatever wisdom he has, is his. Okay? It's gone. Meaning that unless it's replaced, unless it's improved upon, Mahayana dies with him. That's very alarming for me personally, because I see it happening in the US, how Mahayana dies, how Vietnamese Buddhism dies each generation of monks and nuns, how Korean Buddhism dies with each generation. So we're going to reverse it through you, all of you. How many Xinhuas do we need? One. Okay? Unfortunately, he has one Xinhua and no one even close to him. So after he's dead, everything disappears because none of them really understands. Okay? I'm hoping to reverse it by investing, making better investments in you. And it only happens because we've been very fortunate. We've been receiving tremendous support for our work the last 20 years. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. It's just so much work that goes into it. Okay? And without the support and the protection and the participation, there's no way we can get here today. And I intend to invest more and more in your training. Don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm watching each and every one of you. Whether you're a lay person or a left-form person, I watch all of you. See where you are. How far have you come? After Wan Yin Qi, after Fo Qi, after Chan Qis, I take a look again. Okay, so that's why traditionally, again, I repeat, the Chan Qis are the time when we select Buddhas. And what is meant by that is that we select people who has potential to become enlightened that we can invest in. As well as investing in others who have the potential to get there. Okay, it's not wishful thinking. It also has, along with it, has concrete benefits for all of you. Okay? The participation here, you're joining the Dharma talks here, okay, will give you incredible, I would say, at the risk of appearing arrogant, sounding arrogant, supreme Mahayana blessings. That's why I call it American Mahayana. I don't call it Chinese. I don't call it... How many Magas are there? Let's face it. Okay, I rest my case. Okay, it's only one America. And so here in the U.S., I call it American Mahayana because we will do it better. And the results speak for itself because in America, we don't talk, we deliver. So all that matters is results. Okay? And so my result is your achievements, how much you get out of it yourself. So I'm adapting constantly to help you. Okay? And so this Dharma talk here is very, very important. The evening time is one of the most important times of your training. Tune in if you're so far away. Participate if you can. Okay? Because this is when I give you certain teaching that's not done before. Okay? And so how are you going to maximize the benefits out of this? Okay. Fochi, Chanchi, I'm lax. You can go have fun, socialize, release your excess buildup of cheese and so forth. Okay? And you're learning about kindness and compassion. That's the spirit. But for the Chanchi, I'd like you to consider keeping up with the schedule, especially you left home people. You don't have to chant anymore. So you should observe the schedule. Follow the schedule. No excuses. You get up, begin at 3 in the morning. That's what I had to do myself. Prove to me that you can handle it. This is the only time you're going to have because we won't ask you to do anything else except follow the schedule. So, it's very simple. You've been doing it for almost 24 hours now, so just follow the schedule. Okay? Every single session you can, follow it. That's all you have to do. Okay? And contain your outflows. You don't have to be nice to people anymore. You don't need to entertain people anymore. Okay? This is a time where I become scary to myself. You talk to me during this time, be ready for me to scream at you, yell at you, and give you dirty looks. It's going to hurt if you dare come near me. Okay? Because I'm working as well. Okay? This is no time to be dissipated and socialize. This is a time where you find a corner there, a place there, you sit down, you look at your navel, and you meditate. That's what you do. I want to hear no more excuses. If you have to work, I understand. But if you have no assignments, then cross your legs and follow the schedule. That's it. Any questions? Yes, okay, you too.
네, 우윤정님의 질문입니다. 아미타불 마스터, 부모님을 도와야 하는 상황에 돕고도 미움을 쓰는 사람과 도와야 할 때 삼자처럼 행동하고 화를 내지 않는 것 둘 다 나쁜가요? 저는 도와야 할 상황에 뒤로 물러서 있는 형제로 화를 냈습니다. 돕고 화를 인내하지 못한 것을 참회합니다. 감사합니다.
Master, this message is from Woo Yun-jung. Emitofuo Master, in a situation where I needed to help my parents, one person helped but harbors resentment, while another acted as like an outsider and stayed detached, showing no anger. Are both attitudes wrong? I became angry at a sibling who stepped back instead of helping when it was needed. I now repent for not being able to endure my anger, even though I helped parents. Thank you.
Don't get afflicted. Just because you're helping, just because you're doing something good, doesn't justify your afflictions. All right. And why am I doing this? I'm doing this because, let me give you my vision. I'm only building your foundation right now. And once you have a foundation, I will help you go a lot higher. Okay? And that's what we're doing in Korea, for example. We're opening branches and we're assigning people there. So I'm training you and I'm going to send you to teach people when you're competent enough. That's the fastest way for you to keep improving. My masters, the Chinese side, they believe in hiding behind four walls and think they're better than the rest of us. That's why they are inferior to me, and they are not making progress anymore. They only might as well go to Australia and teach kangaroos, if you ask me. Yes, I judge you. What we invested in you, what our Dharma protectors spend time to invest in you, for you to go teach kangaroos. People are making a lot of sacrifices to help you. We're going to go and do missions like the Catholics. I will send competent people to do missions. And we're going to build forts so that local people have a safe place where they can come and get protection, get a break, and get guidance on how to live their lives better. That's our mission. We're not going to hide in the mountains. We're not going to go run away to the valleys. We're going to engage and help and teach people. I'm going to train you how to help and teach people so that you can improve a lot faster. This is American Buddhism, not Chinese Buddhism. They hide. We don't. We are truly engaged Mahayana. You're weak, you should hide. I will allow you to hide. But the objective is to help become stronger, okay? So one day when you're ready, I send you out. You see the model in Korea already. We have 3 small branches. We go. Buddhism needs to go where the potential, people with potential are, because they cannot come to us. Master YongHua had that vision already that we will send missions from the US to all over the world to propagate Mahayana. That's what I call American Mahayana, not Chinese. That's why you're being trained. This is one of the biggest things you can do in your life that you will never regret it. One moment you spend here keeping up with this training schedule is one moment you're investing in yourself, in your future, in the well-being for yourself and your family, in your communities. Trust me. Everywhere I go, the economy improves. Properties, prices go up. Damn it. I can't buy around Rosemead anymore. So expensive now. When I first came to Blue Mountain Temple, the house next door, one door away, and one property away, was $200,000. So now it's $1 million. And your income hasn't increased as much as it. How the heck can I keep up with it? And we're still trying our best. Because it's for him, for all of you. For you, your family, your children, nephews, nieces, parents, grandparents, ancestors. Yes, you're making a difference for them. I want you to think big. Like tonight, we're talking about Kumbhanda, celestial kings. Okay? They're animals, they're ghosts, they're inferior beings, but they're actually the Mahasattvas. And unlike you, they think very, very big. You only think for yourselves. What's in it for me? Damn Americans. Democrats, Republicans are alike. You're all thinking, what's in it for Democrats? What's in it for Republicans? What's in it for my president? It's too small. You're so small. This is all you're going to get out of Buddhism because that's all you can think of, yourself. There's Janchi here. You follow the schedule. You hear the Dharma. Will help you broaden your mind. Make your heart bigger. Okay? Mind your business. Meditate. Speak less. Eat less. Sleep less. What else? Give more. I mean, never mind. Always a commercial thing in there. Got that? Any questions? Don't worry. Don't worry about the head count or whatever. It's normal. Okay? The cream rises to the top. The pyramid at the top is very small. So you all should be rising. Okay? Because why? Because it's the best thing you can possibly do during this cheese. Bar none. That's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I really believe it's the best thing possible for you. You will never regret it. And one day when you become an emperor, you're going to build temples for me. I know that. But why do I want temples? Are you crazy? Give me something else better. Red cars, yachts. You're not there yet. What kind of yacht color would I like to have? Never mind. All right? All right. That's all I have, all the sales pitch I have for you tonight. Let's go into the Avatamsaka Sutra. Feel free to ask questions anytime. Okay? (112). Moreover, Kumbhanda, king growth and development, gain a passage into liberation of eradicating the power of all resentment and harming.
复次，增长鸠盘荼王得灭一切怨害力解脱门。
Pancha.
It's actually two, Master. Actually, I want to make a correction. I noticed that throughout the slides, the Chinese character says cha. It's actually two. It's a different character. It has one more stroke.
Can we double check the original Chinese text?
I checked the Buddhist dictionary already.
It's a Chiupantu.
Yes.
Okay, so we should correct it to the proper dictionary text. We are American. We're not married to Chinese, are we? Or Vietnam? Or Korea? Are you Korean? Never mind. Okay. Chiupantu. Thank you for telling us. Okay. Did you finish right? Okay. Then let's go into the commentary from our great Chinese teacher. Okay. It refers to Kumbhanda, king growth and development, celestial king of the south. We've been going down the heavens, okay, and we now at the lowest level heaven, which is the four heavenly kings area, and our next level would be humans. So imagine the cosmology of our world at the center. There is Mount Sumeru, okay? It's this shape, okay? It's bigger on top and narrower at the bottom. Okay, it's about 42,000 yojanas high. Okay, whatever how tall it is, very tall. Okay, and this is a spiritual configuration. You have your spiritual eye. Some of you might be able to see it. Okay, and at the top of the mountain is where it's a second desire heaven, where the Christian God, or the Taoists in China call it the Jade Emperor. That's where he resides. Okay, that's a second desire level, heaven level, at the top of Mount Sumeru. Midway is where the four heavenly kings' heaven are, and it has four heavens, four kings, and one of them is the king growth and development. It turns out this guy here is in charge of the Kumbhanda ghosts. Okay, and so his name is Growth and Development. His heaven is situated in the south side. There's four, so east, west, north, south, whatever. Okay, and so that's one of the four heavenly kings. There are considered to be the guardian heavens, meaning that because of the access. But from human realm to the top of Mount Sumeru, that we can access up through, because it's you don't have to fly to get up there. Okay, so that's why the Christian God, the king of the second desire heaven, needs to be protected from low-level people. That's why they're called guardians of the world, meaning that they stop us from intruding into the areas where we're not supposed to go without permission. Okay? And so they're guarding 4 directions. And these, in particular, this guy here is in charge of one type of being. Dharma protector is a ghost, Kumbhanda ghost. Okay? So each of the 4 heavenly kings commands 2 types of spiritual beings who are ghosts, but who have been ghosts for a long time. So they've been cultivating for a long time. That's why all the yin energy became yang, and they became good people. This is what happens. This is why we're spreading all this, because people are exposed to this. The more exposure they get to it, the more yang nature they become. They become gooder. Naturally, it rubs off. Okay? So that's why the presence matters. Okay? Being there matters. Okay? And so these Kumbhanda, according to Master YongHua, they're also called barrel-shaped ghosts because they do not have heads or legs. They also resemble winter melons, so they're also called winter melon ghosts. Okay, that's Kumbhanda ghosts. And what do? They typically show up when you're asleep in your dreams. Okay. They come to see me quite often, occasionally. Okay, and why do they come to you? Because some people, when you're strong in yin energy, but weak in yang energy, that's when they come and visit you at night. Okay, you are where they go and have fun. Okay, so what is yin energy? Yin energy is people who are schemy, manipulative, calculating, and in particular, self-indulgent, which doesn't apply to any of you. Okay. So, as you see, these beings are very unruly. They're here in the temple, and again, when you sleep at night, and sometimes, you all of a sudden you wake up and you are paralyzed. You can't move, and you can't breathe. Okay? Then it's a Kumbhanda ghost who happened to be sitting on you. Okay? And so only because you have too much yin energy. If you have a lot of yang energy, they stay away from you. So just for a survey, anyone has met the Kumbhanda ghost while you're here at the temple? Jumi, where is she? Disappeared. I heard she on her way to Gold Forest. Just arrived, just in time.
Yes, Master. I also, already experienced. 근데 원래 예전에
my back hair stands on my spine for some reason.
어떻게 된 거야? 무슨 일이야? 화장실.
Okay, talk to your mommy. I don't care. Okay. Okay, weak and yang energy. Okay, and so these are troublemakers, and they need to be kept in check. And even though they have a ruler there, a king there, but they still go and cause problems and see how bad it is. And so we should be grateful for this celestial king growth and development, which is a king, heavenly king, for heavenly king of the south. Okay? Who is this person? He became enlightened. Okay, got to where he is by eradicating eradicating the power, resentment, and harming. Okay, I'm reading it here. Resentment means vengefulness, hatred. For you, manic people, anyone, you're blaming others. Okay, oh, it's someone else's fault. When you afflict, it's not your fault. It's someone else's fault. Losers. Anyone? Okay, you're manic. Harming means injuring. One who harbors resentment harms others. Okay? If you think that your resentment, no one can see it, you can disguise it, you can hide it, but you keep on feeding on that, and you will eventually get into create harming karmas. Okay? And so, go on. Preserve your resentment. Disguise your resentment. You will harm yourself. Okay? And this king here can dispel all resentment, hatred, and harming. And the one thing that interests me, because we have a few people who are no longer here, who are very resentful and harming. You get to the harming state, chances are that you cannot survive our environment. We don't tolerate it. Yeah, I tolerate your temper, but I will not tolerate your harming behavior. Okay? What else? All right, any questions about it? Next, Kumbhanda King, Dragon Ruler, gain a passage into liberation of cultivating the ocean of boundless methods of practice.
龙主鸠盘荼王得修习无边行门海解脱门。
Okay. So this next celestial king is called Dragon Ruler. So he really has a lot of sway with the dragons. Dragons have a lot of spiritual powers. You mess with them, they will never hesitate to use their spiritual powers to teach you a lesson or to hurt you. Okay, they're very, very scary beings. You don't want to mess with dragons. Oh, you people who have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, dragons will eat you alive. You ain't seen nothing yet. How they got there? Well, we go in Vimalakirti, they got there because they cultivated Mahayana. But they went astray. That's how they became dragons. So it happens to us. Happens, and we train you, and then you screw up, and then you go off and do stupid things. Okay, yeah. I look at some of the people that I trained who went off, and they haven't learned enough yet to be able to tame dragons. Okay, but this is what we do. We tame dragons. And he got there. He became a Mahasa by cultivating boundless methods of practice. And the word ocean in Buddhism, it's a clue that says it's countless. It's infinite, meaning he practiced one Dharma door after another, after another, after another. They don't simply practice Chan or secret school or Pure Land. They practice everything. Okay? And to perfection. All right? And that's how he's able to tame dragons, because dragons also practice a lot of Dharma doors. And they're very good at it. The only thing is that they lax with precepts. They mess around. And they have too much fun. And that's why, and they have a temper. And that's why they eventually became dragons. Any questions? Okay. Next, 118. Kumbhanda king adorning banners, gain a passage into liberation of, knowing the delights of all sentient beings.
庄严床鸠盘荼王，得知一切众生心所乐解脱门。
Okay. Next commentary slide. He's adorning banners. What does he adorn? Why is he known as adorning banners? Banners is a Buddhist thing that like you see in the wars in China or Vietnam or Japan and Korea. The army, each general, each king, country, each clan has their own banners. When they send the armies out, they fly these banners up in the air, okay, to signal to people that, we're coming. And the sheer size of the number of people, number of banners would terrorize you, terrify you. Okay? And so banners are very loud. It says, we're here. We're for real. We are forced to be reckoned with. Okay? And so adorning banners, and he specialized in adorning Buddha lands, way places, and the Pure Lands are the 10 directions according to Master YongHua. Okay? Maybe we should ask him to help us drop some hints instead of using ChatGPT on how to adorn this Buddha hall. Or maybe the outside. Okay? Should pray to that. Hey, you pray to him and say, what's his name? Yeah. Chinese. You can do it in Vietnam too. Recite for a while until you see him come and say, can you give us ideas on how to, okay, and help us? Okay? All right. And so that's what he does. Okay, he's known to now with all his powers, his blessings, he adorns way places and Pure Lands and Buddha lands. It's kind of vain, isn't it? It sounds so superficial when you think about it. You gain wisdom, and then what do? You go and adorn things, make things look better. Yes, 3.
Thank you, Master. Yeah, I didn't realize landscaping would be such an important pursuit. We have a question from our YouTube audience, and I would like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who's joining us on the YouTube stream, wherever you are in this Saha world this evening. Thank you. This question is from Ray Zhuang. Ray Zhuang asks, Master, what's the best way for someone who holds resentment to drop it? I've been finding myself holding resentment towards my ex-wife recently because of alimony payments. I think I am attached to fairness.
Anyone who has alimony payments issues, help. I never had that problem. Teach me about alimony payments. Yes, sir. You're going to contemplate that or some experience about? Okay.
I've contemplated the possibility of that, and it is not worth it. Yeah, alimony payments is after things end.
Is it alimony or child support? There's two different things. Okay? Child support, you have to support them until they're 18 years old. Alimony, I think, is you pay your wife until the day she remarries, and that's why she'll never marry again.
I'm going to let...
That's a good way for not allowing her to marry again.
I'm going to let Mr. Zhuang clarify, but my understanding is your partner becomes accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And with the dissipation of the arrangement, that lifestyle is supported through alimony.
I see. That's alimony. Okay, very good. So, Mr. Ray Zhuang, is it alimony or child support that we're talking about? You can give us some clarifications, if you will. Okay, but in general, you married her, and you made her all these silly promises. I love you forever, to death. Do us part.
He's responded, Master.
Yes, what is his response?
He responds saying, alimony is until the kids turn 18 or until she remarries. Child support is 0 because I pay for child support 100%.
Sounds like you have very good divorce lawyer there.
He only pays alimony, not child support.
What kind of lawyer would do that? Weird. So she'll never remarry. That's a good way. Because then you can say you can never put anyone's name, attach anyone's name to yours anymore, unless you lose your alimony. I don't know. Talk to the lawyer again. You can also petition the judges and claims unfair or quit your job. Show. That's one option. You show. No. You can only pay when you can afford it. They cannot make you pay. So I would quit. I will quit and become a monk for 2 years. So there are lots of ways to get around it. Yeah, but I'm no lawyer. You need to listen to legal professionals, okay? But there are ways to get around it, and so it's a matter of you making the wrong choices, and now you have to suffer. Come on.
So thank you, Master. We're getting a lot of heart emojis to raise a question in the channel. I want to make sure I make that known. Ray does clarify, Master, I'm wondering how I can drop my attachment to fairness.
Life's unfair. Why are you so attached to fairness? Not fair that you are a man. Not fair that they're stronger than you, the women. This is the sign of the ages. Women are stronger than men. What's fair about it? We are stronger physically, but mentally we're weak. That's why we need them. Okay? So, I don't know why you insist on fairness. Fairness is some stupid concept. It's no such a thing as fairness. You eat the crap like a man. You don't like it, fight it. But don't sit there and say it's not fair. It's not fair, do something about it. Don't complain about it. You don't think it's fair, go fight. This is what divorce lawyers are for. Find a better one. Why would you pay alimony to a woman who still can work and who can support herself? That doesn't make sense to me. What kind of lawyer would give you that kind of advice? I owe my children that I have no problem with. They need my help. I have no problems paying for that. I pay until they're 18. And if I'm generous, I would consider paying for the college because I'm American. These are our American standards. But my wife, good luck. Live your life. Why do I have to pay for you? I don't get it. Okay? I don't know. It seems to me it's not just fairness that you have problems with. Problem is that you make the wrong decisions. You get too emotional. You feel guilty that whatever you did to her, now you feel guilty and now you offer to pay for alimony, but it's okay. There's still things you can do to fix it. Okay? But that fairness thing is nonsense. Nothing is fairness. Okay? It's not fair. The women think it's not fair that men are stronger, and men think that it's not fair that we have to support you, and so forth. Cut the crap. There's no fairness in life. Okay? Are you a Democrat or Republican? He's a Republican. He's in San Jose. So in Republicans, big fish eat small fish. That's fairness. Okay? Democrats, the small fish get eaten and complain and whine. So fair. It's not fair. Damn it. This is what Democrats do. I'm sick of it. That's why they're so weak. They keep on whining and complaining. This is not fair. This is so unfair. Master is so nice to girls. He doesn't like men. You damn right. You have nothing I like. You're so weak. Come on. Stop whining. Okay? Meditate on that. So your homework for this chanchi is contemplate this huatou. What is neither fair nor unfair? There's no fairness, there's no unfairness. Just focus on that. Okay, or you can do, what's so fair about President Trump? Anyway, that he's getting richer and I'm not. Every day. Hey, look at us, losers. That's why I'm Republican. I'm tired of being a loser. Look at that. The Go Force people are so happy. Those smart people. Look at that. Samok Sunim, how do you feel? Okay. Fairness? Come on, give me a break. There's no such a thing as fairness. Hey, man, grow up. If you have a problem, go fight. There's no need to resent. You don't like it, go fight. This is what America's about. You fight and fight and fight. That's it. And you make lawyers richer and richer and richer. Yes, 3.
Thank you, Master. Ray Zhuang says, thank you, Master.
What did I do to deserve this thank? Okay, so is there another one or that's it?
That's the only question, Master.
When you ask me during a chanchi, be prepared. Sometimes, some days when I meditate a lot, I become very brutal. You wait. This is the first day, so you wait. I'm warning you.
As the messenger, I will brace for it, Master. Thank you.
Okay. What does he do now? After all his work, okay, he specializes in knowing the delights of all living beings. How do you know the delights of all living beings? How? Did you sit there? He says, the San Diego people, they love pizza, but they have no good pizzerias. So I'm going to teach them about making better pizza at home. Yeah? How do you know the delights of living beings?
Experience them all.
You bet your potatoes. Oh, you bet your ginseng. Yes, go forth. Same answer. Yeah, go forth. How do you know people's delights?
Oh, I'm sorry, Master. I thought you asked a different thing.
Okay, never mind. Okay, you see? It's not theory, folks. It's not observation. You look at, look. Oh, the Koreans like to eat barbecues. No, you eat barbecues. And then you drink soju. Okay? So, give me a minute. Anyway, after he opened his spiritual wisdom. Yes, go ahead, go first. Let me clarify this for you, because you losers don't hear this and say, oh, now I'm going to have some barbecue, Korean barbecue and soju. Yes, go ahead, go first, people.
Was your question, how do they know what living beings like?
Yeah.
Oh, they have to live like living beings, try everything.
Very good. Very good. You're Republican or Democrat?
I'm a pure Republican.
I knew it. These people, they're shameless. They're so proud of it. I'm Republican. Authentic Vietnam Republican. Okay, so I need to warn you about this. You see, the losers, the Chinese losers, the Asian losers, say, no, this is imperial. You know, how could you talk about this? How can you have wisdom when you go and eat and drink and act silly? Yeah, they act silly till they get drunk. They say, oh my God, this is what being drunk is like. Okay? The difference between when they do it, he goes after he got his spiritual wisdom. He says, I need to really know the weaknesses of living beings. And how to know it? He go and experience those weaknesses himself. The delights of living being, whether it's opium, whether it's women, whether it's red cars. Never mind, red cars don't count. Okay? He experienced them. Okay. The difference between them and us is that when we get those things, we become attached. When they experience those things, they experience and then they drop it just like that, like a hot potatoes, that easily. That's why they're not afraid to experience them. So that when people come and say, you know, my father is a gambling man. They say, oh, I've been there before. I can talk to you about it. What he lacks, what he wants, what's important to him. Yes, sir. 3.
Thank you, Master. It sounds like you're describing enjoyment without attaching. Someone who knows how to drop it can enjoy it, but doesn't become attached.
Something like that. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm talking about people who have wisdom already. They look at all these things and they can drop them very easily. And one final act is that they experience it and they can drop it. They prove to themselves, I can drop opium, I can drop cocaine, I can drop alcohol, I can drop gambling, I can drop
stealing,
I can drop man, thank you. Those weaklings, I can drop them. I can drop. Begin with a C. Catholics, very good. You're very good tonight. Some wisdom there somewhere. Congratulations. You got that? Okay? So, because they can drop it, that's why they're not scared. If we cannot drop it, we should be scared. Is that clear? When you cannot drop it, that's why you say, no, not for me. Because I like it too much. Okay? Is that clear? They really, the Chinese, they don't like to talk about it because it sounds like they're encouraging and then it causes problems to their followers. Say, I thought you were here. I thought you were supposed to be above it. That's why they hide themselves in the followers. Say, I'm above you. I'm above cars. I'm above boats. I'm above food and stuff like that. Okay? So they're so pure. No one can touch them. And they're in there. There's a fear. What fear? That they can't drop. And number 2, first, they can't drop. Number 2, you will judge them. You not pure. What kind of monk are you? Huh? Right? Huh? Woman? disciple of Master YongHua, you judge them, don't you? You know, that monk there, he drives a nice car. That monk there, you know, he eats meat. Oh, that monk there, he drinks. He's a damaged goods. Okay? Them losers are so scared of having that label that, you know, you're not a good monk. You're not pure. And that's the fear there. They can't drop it. They can't even drop that fear. Shh, don't tell them. Okay? I'm training you differently, but don't tell them. Let them be. Okay? So, it's very important. This is part of your training, is that when you don't have prajna wisdom yet, don't indulge. I don't want any more bobas. You hear? No more ice cream outside of lunch. You have any prajna wisdom when you go and expose yourself to these things, and after you do that, all you do all day is think about bobas. You losers. You don't even know why you're not making progress. Because you allow yourself to be attached to stupid things at the wrong times. Okay? So he knows all the delights of living beings, and because he knows about what they really want deep in their heart, because they know that, you know, that delightful thing there is so important to them, so they speak Dharma that addresses that. They know our weaknesses. Okay? That's how they speak Dharma to help us overcome our attachments. Because it's one of the most difficult things to do in your cultivation is to let go of your attachments to things that are delightful to you. Any questions? Okay, this is why we have this environment here you are basically here. You're not supposed to sneak out, okay, and go buy something, have some Starbucks coffee. I don't know why people like Starbucks coffee. I don't get it. Okay, Vietnam coffee is far stronger. Okay, anyway. So this is a time to be pure. They look so unhappy, these people. After 2 weeks of all loose delights, and now all of a sudden, without warning, no more? There's no tapering off? No, that's how brutal we are. Okay, we give you cocaine and we bring you into withdrawal right away. No gradual phasing out. JMT people, you have anything to say? They're all smiling. No more afternoon and evening delights. Yes, sir, one.
So, Master, I have a question. So, is that the way they experience that the living being experience is that to make connection, or that's also a way for them to cultivate, to detach themselves from emptiness.
As I said, number one, you have to, if you say that they have charge of wisdom, how can I use it against my attachment? I like red cars, okay? I like a lot of things. So until I get a red car, a real red car, I don't know, can I let go? You're all smiling. I'm that serious, okay? So the point is that it's not theory, folks. In cultivation, we do it because you said, is this for real or not? Because if you don't, you never know. It's not imagination. When we teach you, it's from personal experience. It's not. It's like we sit there and we imagine, oh, watch a movie, how wonderful it is. No, it's experienced. And you shown to yourself, you can drop it. If you can do that, you experience the delight and you can drop it, now you can see, you can really help. You can understand the problem. The people who come to you, they have a problem, you understand what the problem is. Okay? And you're in a much better position to help them undo it. That's what this guy is showing us. And this is why, this is something that my master never taught his disciples, because they stuck with purity here. They say, I'm pure. But with that purity, there's a built-in fear of being judged. And you know how the Chinese are, or the Vietnam people, or the Korean people. Once you have a reputation, a bad reputation, you're dead. No one will support your cultivation anymore. Right? So, baked into that system is a fear of rejection. And that's normal for low-level people. You should fear rejection. We're talking about these big wigs here. They're way beyond that already. Got that? So don't worry about losers, okay, who judge you. Okay, next. Shall we continue, or are you too tired? It's a lot of emotions that will arouse in you tonight, disappointment in particular. Cold turkey, quitting cold turkey, no gradual decreases. It's called brutality of Chan. Yes, Ray.
I'd like to ask if I could repent for something. I noticed after the Guan Yin Chi, I was very ashamed that everybody was sharing very positive experiences, and then I felt like I struggled so much. I just felt really angry, and then I felt ashamed that I couldn't, even if I'm struggling, but there's no reason to not be able to appreciate or rejoice that other people can get benefits. So I felt very bad about that. I've felt like that maybe helped me work a little harder in the Fochi, but anyways, then there was another situation sort of similar, just this comparing mentality that I struggle with.
Why shouldn't you be able to enjoy like they do? This is unfair. God, you're entitled to have the same thing as they do, right?
I guess that's my logic, or I don't know what.
You feel entitled to all those things, right? You're not even American. In America, we earn it. We don't feel entitled at all. Your generation is screwed up. Where I came from, I'm an immigrant. I earn everything I have. I don't ask people to give me anything. And you, things are given to you. You feel entitled to it. It's a generational problem. I don't understand that. Okay? All right.
Then the other thing I noticed is kind of the opposite of rejoicing in people's merit, like noticing sometimes people make mistakes and feeling good about it, almost like I was glad that I'm not the only one doing stupid mistakes, or even feeling superior, like, oh, I wouldn't do something like that.
Lots of problems. All right.
That's it.
Is more? Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Some of us have a lot of problems to work on. Yeah. Speaking of people who...
Emitofuo, just would like to do a sharing and have a question. So yesterday was the first night of Chanchi, Daniel, and I made it here for the last sit, like 10:20. So we did the 1 hour until the end. And then when we went home, both of us somehow felt energetic and we didn't feel sleepy. That was like the first time for me. And it was also, for once, Daniel said he felt good from the temple, not from but then only felt good from the church. And then I sort of thinking maybe it has something to do with Master Sid being present there for once, during the meditation. I don't know how that happened, so that was one thing to share. Someone just mentioned about the Guan.
But he was sleeping.
How do you know? Someone mentioned about the Guan Yin Qi thing. I was also having a thought for a while. It felt like the Guan Yin Qi was more powerful than the 4 Qi because it seems like people were making a lot of progress during Guan Yin Qi. Maybe it's a first thought. Master, thank you.
Okay, thank you for your contribution. Okay, anyone else? Okay. Okay. Next, what? 120. Kumbhanda King Magnanimous Practice. Gain a passage into the liberation of universally accomplishing the karma brought about by pure great light.
饶益行鸠盘陀王得普成就清净大光明所作业解脱门。
Okay, magnanimous practice. Magnanimous helps living beings. He benefits living beings. In Buddhism, when we say help, is actually real benefits that has been brought to you. Not help with you. I want to help you. I mean well. I hope good things happen to you. The benefit here in American Mahayana standards is that we're actually doing something that brings real benefits to you. Otherwise, it's a waste of our time. Okay, it's not a sales pitch. Well, we want to help you. We care for you. We're here for you. That kind of thing. Okay, what you losers don't appreciate is that you have a place, even a small place in Korea, a small place in Rosemead, where you go there and you're safe, because no one will try to take advantage of you. No one will try to make money out of you. No one expects you to do anything. You cultivate, that's all you have to do. How many places in the world is like that? That's the kind of energy. That's what we stand for. Okay? So, because don't have the false illusion of benefiting people is like you have to do something. No, the first thing we do in order to benefit others is not take advantage of them when they're weak, when they need help. We don't take advantage of them. We tolerate them. Why do I say that? Because when I was like that, my master did it for me. Okay, how do you become enlightened? I became enlightened by, and this is a Master Shio explanation, it's pretty good. He says, by accomplishing everywhere for everyone, the karma brought about by pure great light. That he helps all living beings, benefits them, okay? Again, I want you to have this kind of mindset. When we do this, we cultivate to really to find a way to really help people, not just talk about it and talk and talk and talk like the Chinese. It has to be meaningful, really, really substantial, real thing. Aiding all of them to accomplish the karma brought by pure undefiled dharmas. Okay, this is the great brightness of prajna. Okay, meaning that what he's talking about is that, like for you right now, when you're here cultivating, participating in a chanchi and whatever, with whatever you're able to do, that's the karmas of great brightness of prajna. Because what we do is help you nurture and unfold your prajna wisdom. And so everything we do here, okay, is geared towards that. Remember, Guanyin Qi and Fo Qi is I was more, interested in training these people so that they learn to bond, so forth, a little bit of fun, and practice kindness, compassion. Now you have to go back to yourself and develop your own prajna wisdom. It's time. Stop fooling around. Okay, so the good karma here that you will accomplish is shedding yourself of your ickiness. It's not talking. Okay, ordinary people, they hide it, they disguise it first. Next level, you dare talk about it. And number 3, you need to get rid of it. Number 4, you need to help people learn how to help people to get rid of it themselves. The same thing. You depressed people, you manic people are being helped to deal with your problems. But it doesn't stop there. Eventually, you should be able to help others with the same problems you have. Because you know it well. You know it very, very well. Okay, and so this is what this guy does. This celestial king does. People, don't worry, in the great assembly, you're going to find people who say, me, I'm more important than you, and so forth. It's okay. Give them time. If they catch on, they're a good person, they'll have a chance to stick around. They're not, in their heart, it's so darkness, they won't stick around very long. Be not worried. All right. I don't know why there's a treasury there in this explanation. Treasury of great brightness of Prasya. What treasury? Anyway, I don't understand some of the things that they translated. I didn't have a chance to look into the original Chinese text. It doesn't matter. We don't need to understand everything. Okay? We learn enough. Plenty of useful things to keep you busy for a long time. All right, that's the end of tonight's lecture, 1 hour and a half. Thank you, everyone. And chop chop. Okay, become enlightened.